here with today?
I'm Noah.
Noah, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So tell me, what's been going on in the real estate market recently?
A lot of inventory. We've been seeing a lot of a lot of inventory. That's the main thing. So right now we have more inventory than what things sell. So if you're looking to buy, it's a good time.
Do you say now is the time to buy?
Well, I would say it's a good time to buy right now. The interest rates are quite low, reflecting the price. Because often when the interest rate is high, the prices come down. When the interest rates are down, the prices go up because affordability, you have more affordability when the interest rates are low. So the prices are going to go up. You'll have more people looking to buy. Right now, we have, like I said, we have a lot of inventory and the interest rates are fairly low. So it both together makes a good time to buy.
Okay, and what would a seller be doing right now, or what would your advice be?
So if you're looking to sell right now, you need to be aggressive. Make your home stand out and stand out from the others. Um, you need to be price wise, you need to look at the comparables and make a informed decision and listen to the advice of your realtor. And I would say list aggressively potentially because there's so many options that they might just be like, oh no, that one's 5K cheaper. We'll go for that one. Same neighborhood. So you need to look at what's around and take a good decision on your price.
Yeah, that's definitely great advice. And I know you mentioned listening to your realtor.
Yeah.
So why should somebody just decide to have a realtor and not do it themselves, or just do it themselves? Because why would they pay somebody, commission instead of just.
So honestly, we have access to all the data, right? What's sold, so we can build a plan to advertise your house to a lot more people, to the most people as possible. And we have the technology to do that as well. And also, first of all, we're with you all the way, all the way. So from telling you what people like to see in a house, so staging the house, that's number one. We're there to help you out with this. Number two, if there's things that you should potentially fix or redo in the house before listing that's going to get you more money. What we want is to get you as much money as possible in your pocket. And honestly, we might be able to get you more than, even after commission, than what you would get if you sell it by yourself. Just because we have a reach. We have a reach of a lot of people. We have a big database, the MLS system, all the systems we have in place, the strategies we have are what make us worth it to be hired, I would say.
Okay. And what are your plans for this year? Because the year's coming to a close, and what's next for Noah Tessier?
I think 2026 is going to be a big year. I think we're going to start with fairly low rates. I think a lot of buyers are going to be looking to buy in 2026. I think on the buying side, we'll have a lot of deals.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for first-time home buyers out there,
Yeah.
how would you help them navigate through the process?
So step number one, go see a mortgage broker. Even if you're not ready to buy now, go see a mortgage broker. Make a plan with him. How much down do you need? How much can you get pre-approved for? What can you do to fix your credit if your credit needs fixing? So if you're a year out, like you don't necessarily have the full down payment yet, but okay, by November next year, I'll have the full down payment. Go see the mortgage broker now. Go see how's your credit looking? How's everything looking? So when the time comes, you're ready to go and pull the trigger.
That's definitely good. I'd rather be proactive
Yeah,
than
yeah, for
reactive.
sure.
So,
Yeah, I think the mortgage broker's the way to go. First step. Then once you get your pre-approval in, then we can start shopping. We'll set up a meeting, sometimes in the office or through Zoom, and we'll look at which criterias you're looking at, which areas, which neighborhoods are going to fit best your needs, and in your price range as well, because now we know your price range, what you can afford, and what you feel comfortable affording. That's the most important part. It's not because you're pre-approved for $1 million that you feel comfortable going up to $1 million.
yeah.
So figuring out what the monthly or however you want to buy it, but usually people are going to get a mortgage. So your what you're comfortable spending monthly. That's what we're going to look at and then convert that into a number. And that's what we're going to look under for a house. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You definitely don't want to spend everything because,
You don't want to be a house poor.
yeah, I was about to say that. That's really good because
That's,
I've been hearing that.
yeah,
Tell
a
us
lot of
about
people,
house poor.
yeah. And a lot of people are becoming a house poor because the rates a few years ago during COVID time, they were really, really low. Like some people got mortgages in the 1%,
Wow.
high in the ones, but in the 1%, 1.89, things like that.
Yeah.
They come to refinance now, or during the summer, they refinance earlier in the year, and they are at a 4%, 4.2, 4.3. So that's a big difference of price. Let's actually calculate it real quick. Let's say a $500,000 mortgage. Let me pull it up.
Do you have like a special calculator for that?
One of the apps we have as a mortgage calculator, like real quick, I guess.
With EXP?
No, mine's on Prospect, which is like, so let's say the house is, your loan is for 500,000. Or what's the average right now? About 5 to 600 in Ottawa. So let's put 600 at a 4% interest rate on 25 years. So we'll just keep it at 25. At 4%, it's $3,000 and $156 a month.
Yeah.
If we'd be at 1 point, let's just put 2%. That's $500 less every month.
Oh my God. So people were saving $500 back then.
Yeah. So $500 per month, it's
That's like $6,000 a year.
$6,000 a year. So it can hurt when you're looking at your ratio. Some people, I don't think, can even qualify now for the mortgages necessarily. So, but that's what I mean by house poor. You don't want to overspend. You need to be comfortable with what you're buying. And is this something you want to stay in for multiple years? What's your plan here? Like, let's say the interest rates go up to 5 or 6. Can you still comfortably afford that if the time comes? That's something you need to keep in mind, because you don't want to become house poor. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if somebody finds themselves in a situation
Yeah.
where they would be considered house poor,
Mm-hmm.
would your advice just be for them to just downsize?
Well, not necessarily. It depends of what the people want and their needs. Like some people would much rather have the big house more than they can afford, but just to have that house. But if there's someone that feels house poor and they're house poor, but they still want to travel but they don't care about the house, then maybe you could consider downsizing or going a bit further out or looking at other options. That's something that can be done.
Okay. And how would you say that the EXP brokerage is differentiating itself from the other brokerages? Why would you, I guess my question is, why would you stay here compared to the other brokerages right now?
I've never explored any other brokerages, so I can't really make a statement on what others have to offer, what EXP has to offer. I can't complain at all about EXP. They're quick, payouts are quick, everything's easy. Sky Slope is very easy to work with. Um, I've heard from other agents from other brokerages that came to EXP and they said the biggest thing for them was SkySlope. Uploading all your documents to SkySlope makes it a lot easier than what the other brokerages have been working for softwares. I don't know what the softwares were because I was always with EXP. Um, Personally, here I like the ambience, like just having the bullpen, everyone working in there, um, the high succeeding agents surrounding us. That's one thing I really like. It motivates me.
That's good. I mean, so you mentioned that, but I also think that a lot of the agents at EXP are always on the move and they're
Yeah.
actually like getting things done, but it's also like a tech-based brokerage. Whereas I've seen like a few other ones, they kind of want you to come into the office and, you know,
So, yeah, for sure. For me, I'm here almost every day because working from home can be a bit difficult for me.
yeah.
But um, for someone that doesn't want to go into an office, it's a very good brokerage because you just send a message and you get a response very, very quickly. And if you didn't send it to the right person, they're going to refer you to the right person who to contact to get that information as well. So let's say you're working with payouts. Well, they're like, no, it's not sent to us yet. Then you're like, reach out to that person. They'll help you out or whatever it can be. So that's what I like about EXP. It's easy. It makes it easier.
All right.
What I've heard from other agents that they like about EXP is free websites. You have a CRM for free. That's a big thing for a lot of
The
agents.
follow-up boss?
So, Follow Up Boss is, in my opinion, probably the best CRM you can have. It's hard to get a discount from the best.
Not an ad, by the way.
No, but anyone looking for CRM, I've tried a few, and Follow Up Boss is definitely superior to all the other ones I've tried. So it's worth it to I don't know how much Follow Up Box costs or anything. I think after you're spending a certain amount, so like for big teams, they get a discount with Follow Up Boss, but I don't know what the discount is and how much you need to be spending. But you have access to 3 CRMs with EXP, 3 different CRMs you get to pick from.
Which are?
Bolt Trail, that's the only one I know the name of.
Oh,
But
and you tried that one?
so that one I believe used to be KV Core, and I've tried to navigate KV Core, and I wasn't a very big fan. So honestly, as an agent, you need to log into your CRM every day. With other CRMs, I wasn't logging in sometimes for months, just because it wasn't appealing to me. I didn't like how it worked. So Follow Up Boss, you go in, you have your tasks, everything's simplified. It's I'm in there almost I would more than once a day. Even on weekends, I'm on there every day. Whether it's on my phone, on my laptop, I'm on it every day. So and I believe to be successful, you need to be in your database every day. So,
No
Follow Up
days
Boss.
off?
Well, I mean, you can take days off, but
You're still looking at it.
Well, I mean, it's hard to take a day off and not think about real estate. Like, that's one thing. It's hard. Like, you're always going to be thinking about your client, or your closings, things coming up, things like, but I think that's the nature of being self-employed. You're making your own money. You're not making, like, you're not just going into work, do whatever you have to do, and then you leave. Like, you're constantly working. Your mind is, I think, trained to be thinking of, okay, what can I do to make this work? What can I do to make that work? How can I do this? How can I do that? Even like there's not one day I go without talking about real estate, I would say. Like when I'm on vacation and I'm out, like no, I don't. Like sometimes I need to pull out my computer, send a few forms, stuff like that, but those are my day offs. Yes, I'll answer a text or two. I'll answer a few emails, but I won't go into the office and I won't go to showings. But when I'm around, like, might as well go. And I'm 23. I don't have big responsibilities other than work. So for me, not taking really a complete day off isn't a big deal.
That's good because you're grinding now for the future.
That's a plan.
So,
Sure.
I mean, speaking of grinding, you just started 75 hard. So, what day are we on
Yes.
today?
26.
26?
Yes.
All right. How's that going?
So it's my third time doing it. It's not bad. Honestly, the first week you think about it every day and you're like, oh, I gotta go work out. I gotta go do this. I gotta go do that. But after a week, it's easy. You don't think about what you eat. I don't have a very diverse diet. I pretty much eat the same thing every day because I'm not a great cook and I don't have many ideas. But once a week, I try to do like something different. Like you just find alternating things to do within your diet. I found that was probably the hardest, like because I'm eating no sugars, no, only natural sugars.
You haven't had like a withdrawal of like, I need this. Like,
Um, not, I know, I don't think so. Like, yes, you have cravings. Like, you pass by a pizza shop and you're like, that would be good, but I keep going and I don't think about it afterwards. Like, no, the hardest part, honestly, is drinking a gallon of water.
you got your water right there too.
Well,
Does that count?
well, I have a water bottle that
Yeah.
I drink out of. I gotta drink 7 of it. That's what I know. That's just, I guess, extra water. But like on days like this, it's not too bad. But let's say I'm on the road all day. Well, you're bringing a bunch of water bottles because you gotta drink your gallon of water. But let's say you're doing an hour drive. Well, you gotta stop and pee every 15, 20 minutes sometimes. Like, it sucks. That's the worst part. So, and you go to a restaurant. Like yesterday, I went to a restaurant. They didn't really have. Usually, I would just get a steak and a salad or something like that, but they
Okay.
didn't have that. So I took a hamburger steak with with a salad, no dressing, because I didn't know what was in the dressing.
Oh, dressing.
And uh, everyone was like, "What the fuck are you ordering?"
Well, what is that? It's like a
And
turtle.
and rice and rice. I had rice. And I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I would be able to eat that basically every day for the full year.
The no dressing salad, just like
No, no,
that sounds
no.
like
The no dressing salad is,
that's like
it's like, I feel like a cow.
I was gonna
It's
say like a rabbit or something.
No,
It's
no.
just,
No, that's not great. But like, honestly, most of my meals are, I make sometimes like a taco bowl.
Oh, those are good.
So I just do a bunch of ground beef, taco seasoning, then throw in like tomatoes, lettuce, onions, whatever it is I have in the fridge. Throw that in there, and that's it.
Yeah, that sounds good though.
No, it's not too bad. And honestly, doing the 75 hard, It's it's good for business
I was about to
because
ask that. Yeah,
it's
how's
good for
business?
business because you need to have a routine, right? So having that routine, it's like okay, the day before you know you have to do your 2 workouts. So you're like, okay, so I got to wake up at this time to be able to do all this and do that. So you wake up in the morning and it gets you going. So usually I'll start my day with a walk, like a 45-minute walk outside for my outside workout. I don't know what most people do, but for me it's usually a walk. Sometimes I'll do a bike ride, something like that, just to get moving. But I'll do that first thing in the morning, most days. And it just gets you going for the day after that. Like this morning, that's what I did. Woke up, walked right away, then showered, came here, and I feel more energized, easier to wake up, easier to fall asleep, and it just falls into your schedule. So you know you're making calls, you're making this. Your mind is more active. I don't know how to say it, but like your mindset thinks bigger, I think. So it's always good for business.
Yeah, I mean you've done it a few times as well, so you've probably seen the impact as well. And so I would say next year's business goals. What would those look like for deals and things like that? Do you have any set goals?
I haven't done my goal setting for next year. That's something I need to sit down and do. But I'm pretty ambitious for next year and see where next year brings me.
Is there a certain number you want to get past?
Um, for sure, but I haven't decided that number yet.
Mm,
I haven't decided that number yet. So
no, okay.
we'll have to see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Um, you, next year is going to be your first year.
Yeah. So, but it'll probably be a half year.
Okay.
So, because my license, I'll probably be done around April.
Adam did it in 4 months, so you could be done. What are we now? November, December, January, February.
Yeah,
You could be done.
I've been going a little bit slow on my first course. It actually took me like 2 months. I'm 2 months in, and I'm like a little bit concerned just how long it's been, and
So,
so now I'm going past it.
so my personal experience, I started with my first one. I started in January. I started September. I was like, I'm starting school because I did it right out of high school, a bit like you.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm starting at the same time as all my friends are starting school. But it took me about, I think, till December to do my first exam. I wrote my first exam like November, December. But after that, within the winter, I did all other 4 very quickly. So the first one it's not the longest. The second one's the longest. But
Yeah.
once you get past the first one, I feel like you get your momentum, you see what works, and pass it was what worked for me. So I was just,
Spamming
yeah.
the pass it.
Oh yeah, I'm doing my continued education right now.
Is that hard? What's that looking
It's not
like?
hard. It's just very much longer than I expected.
How long
Like,
has it been?
way too long. Way too long. Like, I'm just on it, just listening to it, and it's just long, long. And then you can't skip it. You can't put it on 1.5 on 2 times 2. No, you got to listen to it, and you can't. So,
Are you learning anything?
um, no, no. Can't say I'm learning anything. Like, I don't. No.
Would you say it's a waste of time?
No, not necessarily, because there are some agents that just do like a few transactions a year,
Okay.
and they're not really following what's going on with the new laws or anything, right? So I think that's important for them to have that and to make sure everyone's up to date and everyone's at the same place. Like everyone's growing and knowing the new things, the new laws. So could it be shorter? Most definitely. But should it be there? I think in most professions, continued education is important.
But it's every 2 years.
Yes. So if you want to renew your license, you have to do that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm a quarter of the way there, not even.
Oh man.
And I've spent hours on but apparently the two first ones are very long and the two ones after that are not bad. So we shall see.
Well, good luck to you. Hopefully, you finish that sooner than later.
Well, I have to.
Yeah. Oh, is there a certain date?
Yeah, I think it's the 15th of November.
15th, or what? What happens if you don't?
I need to renew my license.
And if you need to renew it, then
If you don't renew it in time, well, you're not licensed.
you got to go back through the whole course.
No. But
Oh,
you can practice real estate. So if you have clients on the go, it's just like, I don't know what happens, but you can't go
Kinda
see
screwed.
houses. You can't do appointments. You can't really do anything. So it's a bit tough.
And how long do you have to do it? Like
Well, you have 2 years to do it. So it's just me that's unorganized and haven't done it yet.
Oh,
Yeah, no. Like, I can't blame the system. It's me.
well, when did they first give it to you?
2 years ago. Like, I've had it for 2 years.
But it's every 2 years, so you're gonna get a new one soon. Then
Well, I can start that one right after I renew my license.
are you gonna start it just to get it over with?
Potentially, like do it here and there, so I'm not rushing right now like I am.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I've done that last year, 2 years ago as well. So,
Try to break the pattern.
but 2 years ago was through Humber. Now it's through Rico.
Oh.
So
okay.
I don't know if it's still gonna be through Rico or what it's gonna be, but that's how the first. So as soon as you get your license, you have to do two through Humber. That's how it was for me. To be able to renew your license, and then after that, you have your continued education. Yeah.
Well, I brought this magic 8 ball with me today. And, I wanted to ask a few questions. So the magic 8 ball, it's going to tell me all the answers. So I was just going to ask, I'll do one and then I'll hand it over. But I was going to ask, will I sell more than 10 homes in my first year? It says, cannot predict now.
Oh, you want me to shake it for you?
For you to ask a question about the future.
What should I ask?
Anything your heart desires, Magic 8 Ball will tell.
Will Xavier do more deals than me in his first year?
Please be yes. Please be yes. You
I think I broke it.
just gotta move it a little bit.
How do I move it? It is decidedly so.
Yes! I'm gonna do it. Well, hopefully you get a lot
My
of deals.
first year, I got. How many deals did I get my first year? Oh, I was talking about my first year. If you're going to get more than me,
Oh, in your first year?
Yeah.
What'd you get in your first year? Please be high.
How much do you think?
I'm gonna say your first year. I'm gonna say 6 or 7.
No, it was a bit higher than that.
Wait,
It was close to 10.
10 deal?
Yeah.
Like 9 or 10?
Well, are you including rentals?
No rentals.
No rentals? Yeah, around 10.
10, and then how many rentals?
2.
Okay. Well, that's pretty good
I've
for a
never
first year.
been
Wow.
big on rentals.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'll take them, and I try to, but rentals are not something that work that well for me. I should try harder, but yeah.
So how was your first year?
You're going to have a lot. It's going to be much harder for you than it was for me.
Why? What's
In
different?
the market, interest rates were at like
Oh,
1.9%. There was no inventory. The buyers felt the urgency. Like you would show one house and like you'd be competing against 8 other agents for that house, and like you wouldn't show, like I have clients right now, I've showed 24 houses, like, and that's completely fine. But I'm just saying, like, those, like, they transacted very quickly. Like, you get a listing, it's sold. Well, if you're listed properly, it's sold right away.
so I guess now when you have a conditional deal or you know an offer is made and you wait a few months, what really goes down within those few months to make sure it closes?
So, well, first of all, you get your client.
Yeah.
Then you meet your appointment. Like, you go see the client, you show them houses, whatever. You're showing houses. You make sure they're pre-qualified first, but you're showing houses. Once you started showing houses, you get a better feeling of what they're looking for. So you adjust your search as you go, and once they find the one, they're like, Xavier, that's the one. Like, sounds good. So you put in an offer. So you look at the comparables around, what's sold for how much. You get a feeling of how much you should be offering. You give your suggestion. They have the final decision, but you give your recommendation. So then you negotiate and you put in a conditional offer most of the time. Usually, depending where it is, it's usually at least financing and inspection. Sometimes you'll have septic inspection, well inspection, water sample, all that. Just those are for places that have wells and septic systems. Once you do your due diligence and the clients are like, okay, we're good, we're satisfied with the inspection report, we're satisfied with everything, we've got our financing locked in, then you send in a notice of fulfillment. That takes away the conditions. Now you're firm. Between the firm and the closing, it's not really anything you do. Like, you let your client know, let me know if you have any questions, whatever, but you refer them to the lawyer, and the lawyer takes.
Well, why does it take so long?
What do you mean?
In between that time, what are you waiting for?
So you have the title search that can take a bit of time, but it's also the closing date is the agreed upon date. So let's say for you, you want to move, like, you need your house for the next 6 months. You're like, well, I'm only moving. So why would you want to, like, moving is not something you do overnight. Well, I
100%.
mean, what?
100%,
Like,
yeah.
you need your movers, you need to organize where you're going. Sometimes people sell, they don't even know where they're going now.
What?
They're like, we'll figure it out when we cross that path.
Oh my god.
So then you need a bit of time. But I would say the shortest you can do, about a month. That way you can go through your conditions, send everything to the lawyer. The lawyers can do the due diligence on their side. Then you need to receive the funds from the bank, and then all that. So I'd say about a month usually for the closings is the minimum.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you are looking at qualified clients
Yeah.
to get to those closings,
Yeah.
what is the best way for them to be qualified? Is it with the bank or a private kind of broker?
So usually you'll have either the bank or mortgage brokers. Um, Banks, like you call RBC, I want a pre-approval. Sounds good. That's what they have to offer. You're kind of on your own. You're negotiating your own rates. When you call a mortgage broker, you're calling the mortgage broker. It's a bit like us. We're realtors. We help them out, right? We help them find the right house. Well, the mortgage broker is going to help them find the best product for them. So the best conditions. Like, some people are looking to buy and refinance within the next year. to renovate and refinance. So you need to find the best conditions in that product. So in the which mortgage has the best to offer for that. Which programs, different banks have different programs, different lenders have different programs. So they have more priority with the mortgage brokers. So you got to like, some have like 50 lenders.
Okay.
And mortgage brokers don't cost anything to you. They're paid by the lender. So personally, I would most likely go to a mortgage broker, I think. Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Okay. And then would they give you referrals as well if you send them people their way?
Well, that's a good relationship to have. Obviously, if you send business to someone down the road, you're expecting to get some back.
Has that happened to you yet?
Yeah, for sure. A few times. Yeah.
All right. And I get a bunch of them following me on Instagram, actually.
Mortgage brokers?
Yeah, they're just texting me. With
Yeah.
like, there's usually these like template paragraphs. I'm like, I'm not responding to that.
Okay.
But some of them get creative and I'll respond to them. And they're, they're interesting. They kind of just are, well, yeah, they're trying to get something out of you. But I mean, yeah, I know you said free lunches and whatnot.
No, I was saying that as a joke, but I've had a few mortgage brokers take me out for lunch. But I also learned a lot from mortgage brokers when I first started because I didn't know how the mortgage worked and all that. So I learned a lot from the mortgage brokers and just sitting down with them. And one really took the time and explained to me how everything goes down. So they made me a better agent, for sure.
And have you worked with any like divorce lawyers or?
Um, Not so far. Not so far. Lawyers haven't been a big referral base for me, but I'm sure they can be. Yeah.
Have you had like clients that ended up like divorcing and that's why they're selling their house?
Well, I just started, so people that I sold their houses to don't necessarily get divorced right away. Well, just started. It's gonna be 4 years. Um, Actually, I've dealt with two maybe
Okay.
divorces that I can think of. It's tricky.
Yeah, I would assume so.
It's a bit tricky because it's a bit tricky, but it's great because they you have
Wait, what?
you have a sell. They sell the house,
Oh, and two people need to buy.
and then they both need to buy.
Oh, dang, a three-way deal. I never thought of it that way. Okay.
So
It's a good perspective.
like
We're not praying.
we don't wish
No.
divorce on anyone,
No.
but yeah,
No, but yeah.
that's why earlier we were saying divorce lawyers are a good place to go and buddy and see you
Yeah.
can get referrals.
Especially since about like 50% of people will end up divorcing,
Is that what it is?
I think it's around,
50%?
it's like 49 or something, like really high, almost half. So I mean, every like client that you have, like if you got maybe like if you did 10 deals in the year, expect a few of them to maybe like come back to you for that. But I'm sure it's like, I mean, you get paid a little bit more, but I'm sure it's a lot more work and
It's difficult because there's a lot of emotions, right?
yeah.
There's a lot of emotions, and like sometimes one moved out already and the other one's like still living there, and he's like, well, I don't. One's in a rush because let's say one already bought a property
Yeah.
and they want the money from the sale,
Ooh.
and the other one's just living there currently, and maybe they have an arrangement, but he's not in a hurry, but they both need to agree once an offer comes in. They both need to agree on price. So one of them is going to be like, yes, sell, sell. And the other one's like, well, we should wait. We should, like, they don't feel necessarily the same urgency. So that's what's a bit tricky sometimes. Yeah.
Because I've had to deal with that a few times on the phone.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can definitely tell they've got the emotions already starting to complain and the conversations you're having. But I mean, it is a little bit tricky, but I'm sure you've dealt with like some crazier situations.
Yeah, I think there's a few that situations that can be tough. Sometimes when a parent dies and then the kids have to take care of the property, same thing again. It's emotions. There's a lot of emotions, and one is not in a hurry to sell because he's like, there's a lot of memories in that place,
Mm,
stuff like that. But the other one needs the money. One's like, oh no, we should keep it and rent it out as an investment, but the other one wants to sell. But they both need to agree.
yeah.
They both need to agree. So those are always when there's two different parties that are not looking for the same thing, it's very hard to deal with. It's very hard to make things happen because they don't want the same thing. We can't sell a house for someone that doesn't want to sell. If you don't like, if you put up the house for sale, but you don't want to sell, well, every offer you'll get, you'll decline.
Yeah.
But so one tries to sell, but the other one tries not to sell. So it can be tough.
I mean, you've had difficult clients, but have you had to deal with like difficult agents on the opposing side?
There's been some that have been, some are easier than others. Let's
Yeah.
just put it that way. Yeah.
And how does that affect the transaction?
Well, it's just, I try to have the best relationship I can with every agent, and that's in my client's favor as well. Like there's agents that I know it's gonna work. Everything's gonna go well. So let's say we come in multiple offers, and I know that agent. I'll call him out and say, those clients, they're serious, they're good. You have my word, and he can tell their clients, and like I've worked with him in the past. Things always went smoothly. He's a serious guy, whatever. So it can help having a good relationship, especially when you're competing in offers. So having a good relationship is ideal. Um, some agents are just hard to communicate with. I think that's the hardest thing. Like you try to call the agent, doesn't answer. You send a text, hey, it's Noah. Can you give me a call whenever you have the chance? This is regarding ABC, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And they never call you back. So it's like, okay.
Guess they don't want to get paid or something.
Well, they'll answer a quick text.
Yeah.
Then you try to call, like,
Uh,
it's hard to deal with, right? You try to negotiate and there's no communication. So when communication is hard to do, it's hard to do deals. For sure.
okay. And yeah, so have you ever had to deal with any like pet issues or animal issues?
I've ran after a few cats.
Yeah?
If that's what you're,
You have?
yeah.
Because of what?
While you open the door, the cat just flies out.
Oh my god.
Uh,
It's like a showing or something?
Yeah. That happened a few times. Well, not a few. I'd say two times. Twice. Same house.
Was it in the notes?
No. No, not even.
Oh my
The
god.
cat just bolted
Outside.
outside.
And you had to run after it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was winter.
Oh.
Twice. Yeah, I was in winter in a suit. Like, not dressed to be in -40 weather. Running after a cat. And then it's like under a car. So you're like kind of on your back. And it's.
Well, you saved the day at the end?
Well, I mean, I kind of ruined the day. Letting the cat out. But yeah. Not fun.
Wow.
Not fun.
I'm not looking forward to that part, but
Well, that happened to me my first year.
oh
Hasn't
wow.
happened to me since.
Well,
I'm a lot more careful.
how so?
What do you mean?
How have you been more careful?
Well, I just opened the door more slowly, I guess. I don't know.
So hopefully there's nobody in there.
I don't know. Hopefully.
Well,
That was when you show triplexes and stuff like that. Sometimes that's weird. I had one the other day. just I knock, knock, and like I knock quite hard. And we have the keys. So like the schedule's booked, everything's good. Walk in, and then just go through the place. And every doors, when it's a tenant, I usually knock when they're closed, just in case. Knock, wait a bit, open the door. She's sleeping.
Oh, that's happened.
Well, she's not sleeping. She's just like, and she's like, oh, all scared. I'm like, hi, sorry. But like, you knock, and
Yeah.
that was just very weird. Yeah.
I mean, okay, well, let's see. Will Noah ever have to deal with a crazy animal ever again? Ask again later. Okay.
Okay.
I guess
We'll
we'll
figure
have
it
to
out later.
see. Maybe you'll have like a lion or something come out of the house.
And lion.
Try to eat you.
Wow. No. Yeah. Pets. Never had any issues with pets. No.
No, like condo deals where you can have an animal and
So in the past years, I worked a lot more within like outside of the city. This year's the first year where I'm more in the city. I've always been a bit in the city, but condo deals are not something I've done that much. So I've never had an issue with like condo bylaws or anything like that with pets. Or all the condo deals I've done, there were no pets involved. So I've heard some stories, but never happened to me.
yeah, how do you know what bylaws you need to follow? Because I'm sure you don't know like all of them. You can't memorize everything. So
Well, it's going to be in. So when you put in an offer on a condo, um, they send you a copy for the lawyer to review with the financials of the condo corp and also the bylaws. So you review that. It's in the bylaws.
oh, okay, and then you'll just share that with your client.
You share that with your clients. Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, I was in my course today, and I saw on the fin track is like a terrorist.
No, it never happened to me.
No.
No.
Have you heard of anybody that was like, ah, there's a terrorist trying to buy a house?
No. No. Never happened to me, or no one has ever told me about something like that.
Is Noah lying?
Most definitely.
My sources say no.
Oh.
Oh, maybe you are telling the truth,
Yeah.
or maybe the sources are wrong. So what is FinTrack?
FinTrack. Let's ask ChatGPT.
Because like I saw
Yeah.
it, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know if it's gonna. Can you simply describe FinTrack in Ontario?
Absolutely. FinTrack, which stands for the Financial Transactions and Reports Analysis Centre of Canada, is basically Canada's financial intelligence unit. In Ontario, it's responsible for monitoring and analyzing financial transactions to detect and prevent money laundering and terrorist financing. It sets regulations for financial institutions and certain businesses to report suspicious transactions and keep records. It helps maintain the integrity of the financial system.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions or need more details, just let me know.
Wow, ChatGPT. That's coming in clutch. I
Yeah.
mean, so I guess you just always upload things to there, or how do you use
On ChatGPT?
it? No, FinTrack.
Oh, FinTrack. Well, you scan the ID and you go through everything, and you ask, like, you need to know where they work, blah blah blah. It's a whole form you need to fill out.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, have you had to use the ChatGPT conversations for anything else that was like pretty important?
No, I know how to describe it. It's just
No, I know, but I mean, like, because that's pretty cool. Like, has it
Yeah.
ever come in like handy? That's
no.
probably a better way to.
It's the
phrase
first time I've done that.
Oh, first time.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
thought it was funny. Because I was talking the other day about doing a podcast with ChatGPT.
Oh, what if you had like two ChatGPTs?
I did that with
Yeah? Oh,
Matt
really?
a few days ago. Yeah,
Yeah?
it was funny. The dude just
How did
chatted.
they?
They just chatted. They were going back and forth.
Oh yeah, you told me about that, and then they had like the weird stuff too. But yeah, we're not gonna get into that. But I mean,
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
not.
all right. So thank you everybody for tuning into.
Wow,
the
you're already
podcast.
done. Oh, it's been an hour.
Almost, yeah.
I am still recording. So that was on a call with chat. That's interesting. Rep ChatGPT, but it's also my fault. Started a bit late.
Will this podcast go viral? It says, as I see it, yes. So hopefully you'll see us. All right. Take care, everybody.
Yes. Thank you.